In the early 15th century, during the heart of the Middle Ages, a mysterious medieval manuscript was written. Today we know it as the Voynich Manuscript, a real book, a real text, carbon dated to the early 1400s, meaning the parchment itself is over 600 years old, and yet no one has ever been able to decipher it. The Voynich Manuscript is considered one of the greatest unsolved mysteries in medieval history. It is not a modern invention. It is not a damaged document. It is not written in any known language. For more than 100 years, linguists, historians, cryptographers, and even military codebreakers have attempted to read it. All of them failed. The manuscript contains over 200 pages of flowing, elegant script. The symbols repeat in patterns. The structure appears consistent. The text follows statistical rules that resemble real language. It behaves like a genuine linguistic system, but it does not match Latin. It does not match Greek. It does not match any known medieval language. It stands alone. The Voynich manuscript was rediscovered in 1912 by a rare book dealer named Wilfrid Voynich. He found it in a Jesuit college near Rome, Italy. At first glance, it looked like any other medieval manuscript, handwritten, illustrated, bound in vellum. But as scholars examined its pages, a troubling reality emerged. No one could read a single word. Many pages are filled with botanical drawings, strange plants, unfamiliar roots, flowers that resemble nothing found in nature. Some researchers believe the manuscript may be a medieval herbal, a medical guide to healing plants. But if that is the case, why do the plants appear nowhere else in recorded history? Why do they seem invented? Other sections contain circular diagrams, astrological symbols, zodiac imagery, constellations arranged with precision. The structure suggests astronomical knowledge, but again, the text surrounding these diagrams remains undeciphered. We can see the images. We cannot understand the explanation. There are pages that depict nude female figures immersed in intricate, almost mechanical structures, their bodies connected by tubes and flowing shapes. The imagery feels anatomical, yet symbolic, scientific, yet mysterious. Was the manuscript describing medicine, alchemy, a forgotten cosmology, or something entirely different? During the 20th century, the Voynich manuscript became an obsession for some of the world's greatest codebreakers. Experts who had successfully cracked enemy military ciphers during the Second World War believed they could solve it. They approached it with logic, with mathematics, with computational analysis. But the Voynich manuscript resisted every attempt. Radiocarbon dating later confirmed that the parchment was produced between 1404 and 1438. The ink composition matches medieval materials. The manuscript is authentic. Someone in the Middle Ages spent months, perhaps years, carefully writing this text, line after line, page after page. But why? If it is a cipher, it is unlike any cipher ever recorded. If it is a language, it has no surviving relatives. If it is a hoax, it is an extraordinarily complex one. The text shows internal consistency. Word patterns repeat with measurable logic. It is too structured to be random and too mysterious to be understood. Imagine sitting in candlelight 600 years ago, dipping a quill into ink, writing symbols that only you or a small circle of people could comprehend. Was it an attempt to preserve knowledge? To conceal dangerous information? To protect ideas from religious persecution? Or was it something more personal? Throughout history, languages have disappeared, civilizations have collapsed, libraries have burned. When knowledge loses its key, it becomes silent. The Voynich Manuscript may be one of those silences, a voice from the 15th century that survived the destruction of time, but not the survival of meaning. In our modern world, we pride ourselves on understanding. We have decoded ancient scripts, translated forgotten alphabets, mapped genomes, built artificial intelligence, and still, the Voynich manuscript remains unreadable. It sits today in the Beinecke Rare Book and Manuscript Library at Yale University, preserved, protected, displayed behind glass. Its pages are open to anyone who wishes to see them, but not to understand them. For over 6 centuries, the Voynich manuscript has endured. Its ink remains visible, its parchment intact, its symbols flowing across the page as clearly as the day they were written, but its meaning remains locked. Perhaps the true mystery of the Voynich manuscript is not what it says. Perhaps it is what it represents, the limits of interpretation, the fragility of knowledge, the idea that even in an age of advanced technology, some medieval mysteries still resist us. Somewhere in the 15th century, a writer understood every word of this book, but that understanding did not survive. What survives is the silence. History does not always reveal its secrets. Sometimes it simply endures.